Hello, today we are going to see how to create a surface map texture with some parallax effect. So you can see here that's an old ArmA 2 texture with generated on the fly parallax map, so it's very inconsistent and doesn't really match the texture and gives this weird effect. So we're going to replace this one with a new texture and see the whole process. So I'm going to download this material from my Substance Source account. That comes with the Substance Painter subscription. So it's rocky and sandy ground. I'm going to open it with bitmap to material, which is another algorithmic software. So the process here is to set it to 2K, but first I want to tweak the color because here it's very bright. So the texture I'm going to replace is the gravel CO here. There I will export it. So export as bitmap, and I will select the diffuse, the normal, and the 8 map. So the 8 maps work with two textures. You have the nopx and the CO. So the CO is the diffuse map, the color. The nopx is going to be a merging of the normal map and the 8 map, which is going to generate the parallax effect. It only works on the surfaces. You can't make it on a classic model, and it's made this way. The red channel and the green channel are the normal map, and the alpha is the 8 map. So you can see here that's something that was generated afterwards from the normal map into another software. So the 8 map isn't normal, so to say. You might find on all texture the MCO that is not used anymore, and those files are combined inside an RVMat file, so you can find anyone in the ArmA 3 source files. So with the nopx and the CO assigned into an RVMat, then you have a config here in CFG surfaces that is going to tell the sound that the surface has when you walk over it, the it sound, blah 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 blah, effects on physics. You can find all those parameters in CFG surfaces config reference on ArmA 3 wiki. So this, I will let you browse it. I'm only going to focus on the texture work here. Okay, so the texture is here in 2K. Then you have the normal map and the 8 map, which is looking like an 8 map. I mean, it's a real 8 map, not something generated on the fly. And all this is seamless, of course, so we are going to simply go to the normal and here add an alpha layer, copy the alpha over it, and you end up with something that looks like it. So combination of normal map and 8 map, and we're simply going to save this as, going to resave it, rocky and sandy blah blah blah. I'm going to rename it to the correct naming. So here, save. Don't forget to save as 30 bytes per pixel. It's going to include the alpha. If you save as 24 bytes, it's not going to save the alpha, and the nopx is going to be faulty. Another thing that you have to do is before you convert these files to PAA, you need to have the file extension, so underscore nopx underscore co. It's mostly important for nopx and SMDI, but don't forget to have the extension before you convert the file and not afterwards. I'm going to simply overwrite my files and we'll check for the result. So this is the final result. So you can see that the color is a bit too dark because it's not matching the sat map. So if I take some altitude and get in, it's a bit weird, especially with the roads. But you have a working parallax map with parallax applied to the little pebbles and rocks correctly. You can then tweak the amount of parallax effect. So here you see that it's a bit flickering in the distance. If you want to reduce this effect, you have to go in your nopx, play with the alpha, so hide everything, go into the level, and you have to dampen a bit, so the brighter, if I'm not mistaken, the brighter it is, the lower the 8 range will be. So for example here I might have 8 range from 0 to 4, so very big differences between black and white, whereas here I have a very small range like 0 to 1, and it's not going to stall the parallax. You see that it will never go over a certain value, so all those flickering is because the top here of the rock is going to above what is normally expected, but the result is still quite good. It could require a bit of tweaking with the levels on the alpha, and with SA error I would eventually have something looking much better. So that's it. I hope it helped you guys. See you soon for our next tutorial. Bye.